When you're resisting somebody or something you don't like, what you're doing is that you're allowing it to persist. You're creating more of a replication of it, of a more expansion of it. You're making it bigger in your life. So notice that. Notice the things that you resist. And notice when you're in traffic and you're resisting traffic, how bad, how much worse it gets. Notice when you choose not to resist, when you let go and relax and just say, everything's going to be fine, or I'm okay with the traffic. All of a sudden, the lanes open up and all of a sudden, you can just go free. Because that's how that works. That's how that energy works. We're vibrational creatures, and everything in the universe is made up of vibration and energy. But what is happiness? What is how can I access happiness? I know a lot of you are wondering and asking that. And so, like I was saying, happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice that I had to decide. I had to come to the realization. I was like hitting myself against the head. I was coming up against everything in my life, and I just kept on. I was screaming at the top of my lungs, crying, asking why am I not happy? Why can't I just be happy? Why can't I find happiness? And it was because the whole time happiness was within me. It was a choice I had to make. I had to choose. I no longer choose to be unhappy. I no longer choose to be miserable. I choose happiness. I choose joy. I choose to create happiness for myself in my life. And so I began cultivating happiness. And to cultivate happiness in your life, it means first to make the choice to say, I'm going to choose to be happy today. And second, one of the most important and powerful things in my life and for anyone is the practice of gratitude. There's been a lot of talk about it lately. It's in the consciousness. Everybody's talking about gratitude, and it's kind of becoming this thing where, it's like blasé. But I can't stress how important this simple practice is to accessing and tuning into your happiness. Just literally waking up in the morning and picking 5 things to be to have gratitude for and to be appreciative of. It just makes such a huge impact on your day and on your life. And you begin focusing on what you do have and what you are grateful for. And you begin to create that more in your life. Another thing is language. Noticing the language that you speak, the way you speak. I remember I was very self-deprecating my entire life. I was like my own worst enemy, to be honest. I would talk down to myself. And I learned that was twofold. I learned that there was 2 ways I was speaking to myself. One was verbally, outwardly to the world. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I forgot that. Oh, that's always what I do. Oh, I'm the worst. I'm terrible. All these things, self-deprecating. But then the second part of that was my inside thoughts, my inside language, my inside dialogue, which was even worse. I would just punish myself. I would degrade myself. I would chastise myself, judge myself. My inner critic, my inner voice was just ruthless to myself. And so I would always chop myself down. And so language, the way you speak, your external and internal dialogue is huge. Catch yourself. You'll see what you're saying, and you'll see what a difference it makes when you rephrase something that you're going to say. You'll see what an impact it has on your life. Another way to cultivate happiness in your life is to it's when people ask me what religion am I use something the Dalai Lama said, which was, my religion is happiness. I mean, no, sorry. My religion is kindness. We're talking about happiness, but my religion is kindness. And practicing kindness, doing one kind act in the day. I know you're busy. I know you're hectic. You're trying to get from A to B. You don't have enough minutes in the day to do everything you need to do. You sometimes don't even have enough time to have lunch. But just take a moment, pause, take a moment to at least take a little bit of a deep breath and look around you and notice somebody and give someone a compliment, help someone cross the street, let someone go first, give someone the right of way in traffic. Just let something go. Say sorry, apologize, say thank you. Just find a way to do an act of kindness in your day. And lastly, have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for yourself because you're human and you're not always going to get everything right and you're not always going to get everything perfect. And if you're anything like me, like a perfectionist where I just want to be, 100% all the time, and I and like, push myself down when I don't reach that, just let it go. Say to yourself, it's okay. It's okay that I didn't make it today. I'll try again tomorrow. And just have compassion for yourself. Practice self-love for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. And you'll begin to cultivate that self-love and that happiness that is generated from within. Because what I learned throughout this whole entire journey is that happiness is not something that's outside of you. Happiness is not something that you go chasing for, that you have to go get. Happiness is something that you create from within. The only zen that you find at the tops of mountains is the kind that you bring there. And it's so true. You can spend your whole life chasing happiness. You can spend your whole life chasing something outside yourself and running around trying to figure it out, and you'll never find it until you stop and think about yourself and think about what you're grateful for and what you have. Be grateful for it and make a choice to be happy today. I hope this served you. I hope I was able to shed some light on what happiness is by sharing my journey. You can find more information at my website, miosantana.com. That's miosantana.com. The link will be below this post. And I hope you join me on this journey, this divine journey of self-realization, of finding yourself, finding what makes you truly happy. I'm here to support. I love you, and I wish you an amazing day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this. And there'll be more videos to come. Thank you. Namaste.